Hey, what's going on, everybody? D-Mac here. Welcome back to another episode of the Halifax Buccaneers franchise mode. If you haven't already, hit like and subscribe on new videos every single day of the week. Anyway, so we got off to a decent start that kind of fell apart. And I was kind of trying to look into maybe areas where we could fix a thing or two, you know. So I wanted to go to edit lines. I don't know, man. It's like what I did was I threw David Perron down here on the fourth line. I know he is 83 overall on the fourth line, but Jake Virtanen fit better on the third. You know, it's like everybody's got a little chemistry bonus. I think something I would really like to try to work on is maybe try to find someone who actually really fits on that top line, right? We got Patrick McDonald does fit relatively well on that top line. Ovechkin doesn't really fit in a lot of places, you know? So it's like, I really want to try and get the chemistry bonuses up. So what I did was I started, and here we got a +3, we got a +1, but then our third pairing's a little on the weak side, right? So what I did was I started a random franchise mode this morning because I was just playing around with it, and I really wanted to know, in the simulation, do your coaches really matter that much? We got off to a terrible start. I started as the Chicago Blackhawks, played them as is, and played the first 10 games of the season. Well, simulated the first 10 games of the season, and we went 2-8-0 in the first 10 games. And I was like, my God, this is terrible. So I went to, all right, hold on. I'm going to do it here while we're looking at it. I'm going to do it at the same time, right? So I went to the coaching staff and realized that here, we don't even have a goalie coach. That could be a huge part of why we're not winning games, right? We have no goalie coach. But I was looking at the coaching, and I'm like, yeah, all the grades are good, but like, look at Simon Letang or whatever his name is. He has a decent win-loss record as a coach, and he's a generalist, which I do like. But his power play is kind of low. His penalty kill is kind of low. Teaching's great, so players really grow around him. And defense is great. Offense is pretty decent, right? We don't really have any problems there. Good team fit with like Torrey Krug and Seth Jones, you know, Ryan Dzingel, Kasperi Kapanen, Nate Schmidt, Patrick McDonald, Patty Mick, and him get along so well. Jake Virtanen. It's like all the defensemen really dig this coach, you know? So the first thing I'm going to do is I am going to... Hold on, I'll actually go back to coaching staff. I'm going to hire a goalie coach, first thing. And then after that, I think we're going to make like 1 or 2 trades to maybe see if we can find people that fit our team a little better. And if they fit our team a little better and they fit our scheme fit and everything, you know, it's like, then maybe, okay, first of all, I'm going to go here, then maybe that can bring our chemistry up. And I looked afterwards, after we hired the weak link on the team in the Chicago thing that I was doing. The weak link was the assistant coach. That was the only coach that didn't really belong. So I fired the assistant coach. I hired a new assistant coach that fit the scheme fit a little bit better. And in the next 10 games, because like I said before, the first 10 games of the season, we went 2-8-0. In the next 10 games in the season, we went 7-3-0 with an assistant coach change. And it's like everything just started clicking, you know? It's like everything just started working so much better. We were allowing less goals. We were doing better on the power play, you know? It's like, it was amazing how much the coaching... See, he's got an A in teaching. How much the coaching truly... I don't like that. Oh, that's AHL assistant coach, but it's gonna be our goalie coach anyway. But yeah, anyway, it was amazing how much that actually changed things. A+ teaching, boom, 65. That's good enough for the girls I go with. Ty Schneider, we got like $2 million free dollars, well, 1.7. Role, I'm going to say NHL goalie coach. Just offer him more than he's worth. 200K. He wants like $100,000. We'll give him 200. Thanks for the offer. I'll get back to you in a few days. All right. So next thing we're gonna do is I'm gonna go to edit lines. I'm gonna see who really doesn't fit on this team well, and even if it's someone that we like quite a bit. Yeah. Sorry. There's gonna be games in this, but probably not as many as people would like. You know, it's like Ovi. Man, it's like I don't want to move Ovi, but he doesn't really fit that well on those top lines. And then it's like Granlund really doesn't fit on this team. Matt Seamans really doesn't fit on this team. I don't want to move Matt Seamans or anything, but it's like, my goodness, you know, Kasperi Kapanen fits pretty well on that second line. I like him there. Backlund, he would be perfect for that top line, but he's a two-way forward and he's 32 years old, you know. I would like him more for a second or third line center role. Ryan Dzingel fits really, really well on pretty much any line on this team, right? So it's like Dzingel, I could throw him pretty much anywhere on this team, and he's going to fit there, right? So Patrick McDonald fits on that third line really well, will eventually fit halfway decent on that top line. I could put him up there right now, but the chemistry bonus just isn't quite good enough, you know? Dave Finley doesn't fit on this team, so I'm almost thinking, look at Jake Virtanen would fit on that top line. Instantly, the chemistry bonus starts going up for that top line. You can have one weak link on your top line, right? You can have a weak link on your top line. Just try not to have multiple weak links, because if I could get this even to a +3 chemistry bonus, Granlund is now playing like a 90. And Ovi is playing like a 96 overall player. It's like he is going to absolutely be a game changer on this team. So David Perron fits on the third line best, which I would like him as a third liner. He's a second line player. I would like him on that third line. Don't know that he really fits on the second, but Jamel Smith fits like everywhere. Obey Kubel, he fits on the third. He fits on the second, you know, but I don't want to move too many of these people. So I was almost thinking if they really don't fit, I don't really want to put, but see, then you put Granlund on the third line and it's like, hey, 84, 90, 82. Our third line is powerful now, right? And then we got Matt Seamans as a center. So now we got Sniper, power forward, and we would just need a playmaker, you know? All we need now is a playmaker, but I don't think we have another playmaker. That's the problem, right? And I want to get a really good, solid bonus for that top line, right? So I'm almost thinking I could, for our top line, because, yeah, I don't want to do this either, right? So I'm thinking for our top line, after we get a goalie coach and everything, I'm almost thinking about making a trade that could potentially, and see, Matt Seamans doesn't fit, Dave Finley doesn't fit. What if I was to package these two guys and maybe move them for someone like Darren McDonald, you know, a playmaking right winger, and then try to bring in some kind of a power forward center that would actually fit on the team. So in this episode, for the most part, what I'm going to be doing is just exploring options to see how we can strengthen the chemistry on our team. So I think the first thing that we need to look at is, what are all these guys worth? You know, we know Jones and Krug aren't going anywhere. That is our number one defensive line definitely for the next couple of years. Patrick McDonald, I don't want to move him at all. He fits on the top line. He fits on the third line right now, but he's going to fit on that top line, right? Granlund fits on the third line kind of, but I would rather find a playmaking center. See, he's got all the value in the world. I could get anyone for Mikael Granlund right now. And then maybe move Matt Seamans, maybe move Dave Finley, try and find some other players that are just going to strengthen lines, you know? So first, I would love to see, I would consider moving Mikael Granlund. Even though he's in the last year of his contract, that is $9 million off our books, right? So I would like to maybe, and it doesn't have to be a center, you know? First thing, I'm going to go to Washington. We're going to go to Washington, and we're going to look at someone like Darren McDonald, who's 80 overall, high top 6 forward potential, could be an absolute beast at the National Hockey League level. Fits on the penalty kill, but doesn't necessarily fit anywhere else. So you need to look for people who are going to fit on the lines that you need them on, you know? So we got Evgeny Kuznetsov, who fits on line 1. There you go. Very soft-spoken, very professional, playmaking center that is 88 overall, smaller cap hit, and for 3 years. I would maybe even go for Gino Kuznetsov and take him and throw him as our top line center. We have just improved dramatically right there, right? So now we've got a playmaker. We got Ovi and Kuzi back together. It's like, how do you beat that, right? So we might even be able to get Granlund for Kuznetsov, right? So we could try this, see if it'll go through. It did not. So we would have to add a sweetener. And then after that, I just want to find, they don't even have to be, 88 overall or anything. Just people that kind of fit, So I would be willing to give up a second round pick, Okay, so now our value is officially higher than theirs. Will it go through? It did. We now have Gino Kuznetsov on our team, and I want to see if we can maybe build some kind of better top line through Gino and Kuzi. So we got Matt Siemens. We'll throw him down here. That actually doesn't work too bad. I would be happier with a better result than that. And I would like to have bonuses on every line if I could, So now we're going to take Kuznetsov. We're going to throw him, boom, up on that top line. Now we just need a power forward. So what if we were to throw Matt Siemens up there? Oh, yeah, that's right, Matt Siemens doesn't really fit anywhere on this team other than like the fourth line. But I'm not playing an 83 overall 20-year-old on the fourth line. Now, the nice thing about Matt Siemens is his value is still going to be relatively high because we just signed him to an extension. And then who did we have on the second line? He fits very well. Backlund, not as well. Siemens, how does he fit on the second? Maybe not so great. That would help a little. I kind of like this line a bit. We got a power forward, sniper, very good passing two-way forward as the center. What's Jamel Smith? He's a two-way. Perron's a two-way. So Perron, I don't know that I really want to move him either, though, right? So Backlund on the third, I don't mind that. That doesn't really bother me at all. So what about Finley? And Finley doesn't fit anywhere. Siemens doesn't fit anywhere. So we're going to have to keep making some trades. I want to make a couple more trades. I want to see what we can get for, say... Okay, which one fits worse? He fits like nowhere. Matt Siemens, you remember too, as soon as we drafted Matt Siemens, we were like, wow, this guy hates his team. Like a lot. And Dave Finley he fits on that third line quite a bit better, So it's like, I think we're going to have to go with Matt Siemens. And let's pick try to figure out what we need. I wouldn't mind getting, oh my goodness. I wouldn't mind getting either a veteran or maybe not a veteran, maybe someone who's maybe a little lower overall, like, someone who's maybe like, 82 overall or something. Someone who just kind of fits on that top line. He's a center, plays right. Nah, that doesn't really work. He fits bottom six, right? Or you get like a Blake Wheeler. But he's a power forward. Oh, we like power forwards, but he fits on line 4, right? Anyway, so this is, we're just kind of experimenting right now. I'm pretty happy with the, first off, we're going to go back to the top, right? I'm actually pretty happy with that trade I made, though. I actually just traded Mikhail Granlund away for Gino Kuznetsov, and I'm like, I'm pretty okay with that. I actually saved us money, got a higher overall player that fit on our team better. It's like, yeah, I'm actually pretty satisfied with that one. What's Nick Ritchie? He's a power forward. Come on, line 3, son of a... no, he's not. He's not ready to be in the National Hockey League yet. Max Jones, power forward as well, left wing. We can play him on the right, though. There's nothing wrong with that. Very fast player. Fits bottom 6, power play, and penalty kill. Doesn't cost anything, and that's why I like him, you know? Okay, Spronger. Spronger is a sniper. We don't need that. Fits on line 1, but we don't need a sniper that fits on line 1. We need like a power forward or a two-way forward that fits on line 1, you know? What about this guy that was in the minors? Morand. Antoine Morand. Depth forward. Could fit, but it's a playmaker, right? Could fit on line 1. We're not 100% sure on that one. Nope. Right wing, we got Andrew Shaw, but he's a grinder. I don't know how much I like that. So you know what? We're going to move on from Arizona. We're going to look at forwards, first of all. And someone who just doesn't have like an absurd amount of Josh Williams, two-way. That could have worked, eh? Was this Christian Fisher? Two-way forward, fits, might fit top 6. It'd be cool to get Filthy Phil, but he's a sniper yet again, right? So, Schmaltzy fits, we don't know. Barrett Hayton, that'd be fun, eh? Two-way forward, we don't know where he fits. Vinny Hinney, that could be his playmaker. You don't want to get 2 playmakers on a line with 1 centerman. Nick Merkley, Lawson Krause, high top 6. Power forward, there you go. Power forward, might fit top 6, we're not sure. The thing is, I don't want to start taking risks when I don't know if it's going to work or not. So it's like that gets kind of sketchy. Boston Bruins, who do they have? Danton Heinen, Trent Frederick. We had Danton Heinen, two-way. Well, two-way could work. No, it's line 3. Trent Frederick, power forward, 82 overall. We can make that work. I don't want to give up too much, you know? Sniper. Brad Marchand, two-way forward. No, I'm not bringing Brad Marchand on my team. Anders Bjork, let's see, two-way forward, fits line 2. Tyler's Ballsack there, or we could get Derek Brassard. He's pretty old. Could fit line 1. We're not sure though. The thing is, you just look at everyone, you know. Just look at everyone. See, you never know. I like Boone Jenner. I've always liked Boone Jenner. He's a two-way forward. Could fit top 6. It's like we don't have any like NHL scouts going on here, do we? Sean Corrali doesn't have the greatest overall or anything, but it's like we could kind of maybe make it work. I don't know. What if we went for someone like the problem with Dylan Cousins? It'd be great if we could get Dylan Cousins. The problem is, okay, Tage Thompson, power forward, center, all penalty kill. The problem with Dylan Cousins is we wouldn't be able to use him until next year, which kind of defeats the purpose, right? Another one, right wing, power forward, Kyle Okposo, could fit on line 1. He's in the last year of that crap contract. But he kind of looks like he had a bit of a career resurgence, you know? He kind of looks like he maybe brought it back a little bit. 55 points, 40 points. He's on the upswing right now. And he could fit on our top line. This could do good things for our top line. I just don't like going in blind, you know? I really don't like going in like, oh, maybe it'll work, you know? That's the only thing I don't like. What about a Jimmy Vesey or something? He's a two-way fake. Yeah, there's just no information. That's the problem. You know what? I think I'm gonna take a chance. I think I'm gonna do Matt Siemens for Kyle Okposo. But if I take Kyle Okposo, man, it's like you're gonna have to add a sweetener in here, like a 4th rounder or something. You know, you're getting a 20-year-old for a 33-year-old. That seems like a terrible trade. I gotta try and find somebody younger than that. I can't make that. In good conscience, cannot make that trade happen. All right, draft picks. We'll go back to forwards. I might just edit some of this out until I find something that works a little better. Or we do like Elias Lindholm. What's he? He's a playmaker. Son of a... All right, Matthew Tkachuk. I know he's a power forward, but he fits line 2. Yeah, all right. Dylan Dubé, young kid, two-way forward, doesn't fit on our team. Jackson McMuffin. There's a lot of McMuffins, eh? A lot of McMuffins in this game. We get like, who else? What about like a Sam Bennett? He does have low top 6 forward potential. It's like, man, we could like turn him around, you know? Well, for now, I'm just going to keep looking. I will try and find somebody, and then I'll come back to the video. All right, so without making any trades, what I was able to do is throw Jake Virtanen on the top line. He is a fourth line player. I mean, he is a power forward, but look at how he fits on this top line, right? Jake Virtanen, I decided to throw on the top line. So it turns him from a 79 overall to an 82. Makes Kuznetsov a 91 overall center and makes Ovechkin a 96 overall sniper. Then the second line, we have 84, 84, 84. Third line, we have 82, 85, 81. And then our fourth line is 83, 80, 82. So we do have a relatively stacked forward group. Then we'll go to special teams. And I just want to try to... I want to try to power these lines up as much as possible, you know? So we got Torrey Krug, Ovechkin, Patrick McDonald... is there any way we can up the line chemistry bonus? What if we were to take Patrick McDonald? I was going to say move him down to the second power play, and then take like maybe a... Oh, he's a center. Never mind. Maybe take a Dave Finley, toss him up. Boom. +3 to the power play. Now all I got to do is throw Ovi. You know what? Ovi plays on the point on the Capitals power play, but it's like, look at that now. 85, 91, 86, 93, 96. That is a powerful frickin' power play, you know? And without Ovi, I don't want to remove Ovi from the number one power play unit, though, but I do need to get more ice time for Dave Finley. Yeah. And then after that, I am just quickly going to jack that up. We're going to simulate a couple of games into the future and see if that helped us in any way. You know, I'm actually kind of okay with that. That works for me. You just want to get those line chemistries up as much as you can, you know? So I think I'm going to be doing a lot of taking things out. Maybe this might actually end up being a very short episode of the Halifax Buccaneers franchise mode. So I need to simulate ahead a couple of days to where we maybe have that goalie coach signed. And just see if we can, you know, maybe win a couple of games and see how we feel after that. So, first thing, we're going to jump in and simulate this game. This whole episode has kind of been a write-off, right? So I think I'm just going to try and get like 5 games ahead, right? So, first period, 1-0 Edmonton, that's no good. Second period, 1-1, and it's Alex Ovechkin tying it. He's back with Kuzi, right? Third period, 2-2, it's Ovi again. And in overtime, nothing. In the shootout, we take it in the shootout. There you go, 3-2 victory. So Ovechkin by Kuznetsov. Ovechkin by Virtanen and Kuznetsov. So Ovechkin, boom, gets a 2-point night as soon as we up the line chemistry on that line. But maybe... by the Montreal or Chicago game, we might have ourselves a goalie coach. So that would be absolutely fan-frickin-tastic. Exactly what he's looking for. So now, you might notice moving forward that we could potentially allow a lot less goals. We could potentially allow the same amount of goals, but we could allow less. I don't know. All I'm saying is when I made that franchise mode... at random, it's like, man, we did not give up goals after. It's like defensively, we played very well. Look at that. Boom, shutout time. We got ourselves a good goalie coach that fit our system, and next game, we didn't give up any goals. And it's like Kuznetsov has 3 points in 2 games since coming to our team. Yeah, I know, he's a very highly rated playmaking center, but once you get those line chemistry bonuses up and you get someone like an Ovechkin playing like a 96 overall, it's like the pieces are going to really fall to, like, they're going to come together very well. And now we got that +3 on the power play, and it's like as soon as we got that new goalie coach, you know, suddenly, okay, they want a first and second round pick. I actually want to look at this, though, because you never know. There could be other dudes that actually fit our team even better. We would be well over the salary cap, so I'd have to, like, remove someone here. But Gallagher as a second-line right winger fits on line 4. Doesn't work for me. Patches, third-line guy. He's an older guy, though. He's a sniper. Fits on line 4. Doesn't work for me. Doesn't work for me at all. Okay, so we got 2 games done. We're about to do back-to-backs. We are now above 500 again. So that's absolutely what you want to see. Be back above 500. This episode is going to take so much editing. First period, 1-1. Ethan Bryant scores on us, and Alex Ovechkin scores again. Second period, we're up 2-1. It's Patrick McDonald. Third period, 4-3 victory. So as soon as we got that the new goalie coach, now Ovi's like, yeah, putting it back on. Kuznetsov has been a godsend since he got to our team. The Matt Siemens is now up to 11 goals on the season. He's having a really, really strong push right now. And Patrick McDonald, who kind of fell dead for a while, we get that nice power play bonus, and suddenly Patrick McDonald starts playing really well. Suddenly our goaltending's really good. I actually didn't even realize, because I had auto staff management on, right? I didn't realize we had no scouts, we had no goalie coach, so I turned everything on. We're actually getting beat by Vancouver, but we did get 4 goals, and it's like, you're not going to win them all, right? But I didn't even realize, we didn't even have a goalie coach. We have, no scouts. We have no goalie coach. We're just automatically re-signing our coaches and stuff. So we're going to get through one more game in this one, and then honestly, I think in the next episode, they want to give me Derek Stepp. I'm not even going to look at that one. They want to give me Derek Stepp on, but whatever. Anyway, so we're going to simulate past the end of this game. That's going to be it for this episode, and then we're going to come back in the next one, and we're going to try and get to the halfway point of the season in one go. So, first period, we're up 4-3, but then we got Eunice Korpisalo in the net. You got to remember that too, right? We got 4 goals on 10 shots, but Korpisalo allowed 3 goals on 7 shots, which is not great. Second period, we're up 5-4. Third period, it's tied at 5, and in the overtime, nothing gets finished, but we lose in a shootout. That's all right. But anyway, so that's going to do it for this video, and I'll be back in just a couple of days, and we can continue on doing what we do. But very quickly, before I jump off, though, I am going to jump over here. I am going to go to Player Search. And I'm going to check our watch list and see how everybody's doing, right? So, Patrick McDonald so far this season has 15 points in 20 games in his rookie season. He's looking real strong. Aiden Nouse for the New York Rangers has 1 assist in the 4 games that he has played. So he did get his first NHL point. Ethan Bryant has 14 points in 18 games. So he is on pace to have a career high year. Absolutely playing terrific. Darren McDonald, 7 points in the first 20 games of his career, but he is a -6. He's playing 4th line. Cameron McDonald, high top 6 forward for the Toronto Maple Leafs, has 7 points in 19 games. It's like, I think Cameron McDonald is pretty much on a lower pace now than he was last year. And it's like, dude, that production needs to come up. I wish he fit on our team. I'd try and save him, But we go to goaltenders, where Ryan Chisholm has a .923, .256. He has 6 wins in 18 games. He's 6-9-1. Well, he's looking pretty good for his career, though. He's actually probably up in the all-time list for save percentages and stuff like that. And then very soon, we will have Rock Mantha coming up to actually join our team. This is exciting stuff, man. So I actually was just kind of fumbling my way through this. So if it seemed like I don't know what I'm doing, in a lot of these little areas, it's like I kind of don't really know what I'm doing, I'm really just fumbling along. Other than this, I don't play a ton of franchise mode. And when I do the auto staff. I don't really worry about that kind of stuff. Anyway, so in the next episode, we're going to try and get to the halfway point of the season. Maybe a trade will come along that really helps us. Maybe we can just find a player that will help our chemistry and stuff. And that's something that I really do want to focus on moving forward. Anyway, hit like and subscribe if you haven't already. New videos come out every single day. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it. And until next time, have a good one, boys.